Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Hakim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Quatazab Zion from the GMS Holland branch, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai with another lesson, with another video, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. So in this video, I want to speak on the fact that you should know your worth, because this world teaches you, it pre-programs you to give a certain worth to certain substances. It teaches you to continually consume, buy, obey, just like in that movie. What was that movie called? Let me see if I could find it. Oh yeah, They Live, gone. So in that movie, They Lived, then the people are programmed. They're like zombies. They only buy things and consume, buy things that the media programs you to get, get more stereo systems, get a bigger TV, get a thinner TV, get a newer headphone, get a newer this, get a newer that, So these things the media programs you with, and also the world programs you to believe in a man is supposed to have certain things for him to be considered wealthy, for him to be considered great, But the Most High doesn't look like how the world sees things. The Most High doesn't see it like how the world sees things, Because the Most High works different. The Most High looks at your heart. The Most High doesn't look at what car you drive, a Ferrari. He doesn't look at what company do that you are CEO of, He doesn't look at how many mansions you have, That's not what the Most High looks at. He doesn't look at how big a stature you have, that you're a big man, a strong man. No, man. So in this lesson, I want to go into the fact what the Most High does look at, into the fact that what the Most High does want, you see? So let me start off with Luke 16, verse 15. And it reads, we'll start at 14. Luke 16 and 14. And the Pharisees also, who were covetous, heard all these things, and they derided him. And he said unto them, this is red letter, so this is Yahushai speaking, which Yahushai is the person that everybody ignorantly calls Jesus. And he said unto them, Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. You see? So the things that are highly esteemed among men, things that the world tells you that those things are great, the Most High sees them as abominations. It's an abomination, is a filthy sight, a filthy act in the sight of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. You see? It's like dung. It's worthless to the Most High. You see? So the things that people esteem among men is like, for example, let's say diamonds. Diamonds, women love diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. But diamonds are basically worthless. They're coals that are being pressed at a certain pressure, and then they change their density. They change their appearance. All of a sudden, it's a diamond, So it's actually worthless. But for example, these gemstones, those take time to be created. Those are living stones. So the things that are great, like a diamond, which can be manufactured by itself, and then the way they slice and dice and cut it up, that gives it the carats, that gives it the worth. Those things are abomination to the Most High, for example. You know, and also these things that they put on television, on the television, on the program tube, where they program you. Those things are always folly. Mostly it's folly. Just like how the scripture says. Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Let me see. Now it's the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. You see? So folly, which is foolishness, those things are set in a high place, in a great, or set in great dignity, which means those things are esteemed. Those things are looked upon like, hey, I gotta get that, Those things the Most High doesn't want. Because the rich, who are the rich? The rich in spirit, which are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they sit in a low place. Just like the scripture says in the book of Ecclesiastes, I've seen servants upon horses. Shalakia. Princess. Yeah. This is in the same chapter, Ecclesiastes 10 verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. You see? So the servants, which actually, if you go to a certain statue in America, I think they took it down now also, you would see Esau upon a horse, kind of like a sheriff. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Sheriff. Yeah, this is it. Is this it? No, this is not it. Bear with me for a second. Yeah, this is it. So like it took so long, but this is the statue, the Theodore Roosevelt statue, where the scripture, it's plain, man. It says, I've seen servants upon horses, which Esau, the one that you see here, the so-called white man, he is the servant. He's the base man. He's the low, he's the basis of men. He's the lowest and foulest man upon the earth. And he's going to be our servant in the kingdom of heaven. He's going to be our slave. So scripture says, I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And who are the princes? The princes of the power, which is the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. See? So the so-called white man, he took the blacks, so-called blacks, and the Hispanics and the Indians, which those two represent the kingdom of Israel, the nation of Israel, which that's probably represents Ephraim, the head tribe of the northern kingdom, and he represents Judah, the head tribe of the southern kingdom. You see? But anyway, let's go back to the scripture. So the Most High said, folly in high places, and the rich sit in a low place. Let me go back. Folly set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place, which we are the rich in spirit, and the Most High made us poor. You know, we are the poor right now. You see? Let me go to that. It's one of my favorite scriptures also. James 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, had not Yahweh Bashem Yahushai chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he had promised to them that love him. You see? So had the Most High not chosen the poor of this world, he made us poor in this world, you know, on this side. So you should know that we are the ones that are going to receive the kingdom in the end. We are the ones that are rich in faith. We have faith that the Most High hasn't forgotten us, that he hasn't forsaken us, and that he's going to send his son to save us, to deliver us, you know. Which people have more faith than so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans? Which people do religiously go to the church on Sunday and religiously call upon the name of the Most High? You know, which nation of people need the most help in their situations? Which nation is being deemed and demonized in the media? You know, that they are the ones that don't want to get vaccinated. They are the ones that are bringing sicknesses. They are the ones that are dying of heart disease, diabetes the most, and stuff like that. It's us, man. So the Most High, he made us the poor of this world, but rich in faith. And we are heirs to the kingdom. You see, because this thing is a thing about a bloodline. It's a thing about family. You see, so we are the heirs to the kingdom of heaven. You see? And he has promised it to them that love him. And what is love? Keeping the commandments. If you have a father and your father lays down the law in his house, like you have to do your chores, you have to do this and that in the house. And when you do those things, that shows him that you love him. That shows him that you respect him. You know, that's how we translate it to love, by doing what your father says. He doesn't have to tell you that he loves you, just like in that movie Fences, you know, which was a play and then it turned into a movie. The father said, I don't have to tell you I love you. You know, you have a house you have a roof over your head, you have a shirt on your back, you have a bed that you sleep on, you have my food that you eat. I don't have to tell you I love you, but my deeds show you that I love you. You know, you're my responsibility. And the same thing with us as children of the Most High. We have to do certain things to show the Most High that we respect him and fear him, you know, and that we love him. You see? So we are the heirs, like you just saw in this picture. Ephraim and Judah, they are the heirs to the kingdom of heaven, which those represent the nation of Israel. They are the princes of the power, which Israel means Yah Shar Allah in the Lashwan Kodash, which Yah is he, Shar is prince, and Allah is power. So that's also full circle with what we just read in Ecclesiastes, that princes were walking upon the earth, the princes of the power, which plainly, loosely is translated in Israel, Yashar Allah, he prince of power. So going back to how the Most High, he doesn't look like how man looks, because the things that are esteemed among men, let me go back to that scripture, Luke 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushai knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High. So now let's go to the instance that the Most High didn't look like how men look upon the greatest king that our nation has ever had. 1 Samuel 16, verse 7. It's 1 Samuel 16, verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as men see it, for men looketh at the outward appearance, but the Most High looketh on the heart. You see, just like how Yahushua was looking at the heart, he knew the hearts of the Pharisees, the Most High also knows the heart of men. You see? And the Most High, he chose David above King Saul. You see? Let me see. Where is it? Yeah, let me keep on reading. Let me keep on reading until 11. This is 1 Samuel 16, verse 8. Then Jesse called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel. And he said, neither had the Most High chosen this. Then Jesse made Shammah to pass by, and he said, neither had the Lord chosen this. Again Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel. And Samuel said unto Jesse, the Lord had not chosen these. And Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till he come hither. Keep on reading. Verse 12, and he sent and brought him, and now he was ruddy, and withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And Yahweh said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of Yahweh came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. So that was the point. So King David was anointed by Samuel, you see, through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because the Most High, he doesn't look upon the outward appearance. The other brothers, they were big, strong, buff men, that they should become king. No, he took the smallest and the youngest one to become the greatest king that our nation has ever known, you see? So 2 Samuel 7, verse 8, it's also a reference to that. Now therefore, so shalt thou say unto my servant David, thus said Yahweh, power of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, to be ruler over my people, over Israel. And I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest, and have cut off all thine enemies out of thine sight, and have made thee a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth. You see? So the Most High, he took King David, because he doesn't look like how the world looks, These people that look at the outward appearance and things that they praise, those things are not esteemed before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The Most High, he takes the foolish things. You see, so this should be in your mind at all times, man, because we are the poor. We are set in a low place. So the Most High, he wants the ones that are poor and in a low place. You see? Don't be brainwashed by what this world says that you should be and that you should do. So this is 1 Corinthians 1, verse 27, and it reads, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. You see? So the Most High, he took the foolish things, the things that are esteemed foolish in this world, but Remember what we just read. The great things in this world, the Most High esteems them as abominations. So he wants the foolish things to confound the wise. So he uses his servants, which don't have a great status. He uses them to confound the wise. And he also uses the weak ones, just like how he took King David. He wasn't the biggest and baddest and strongest of his brothers, but he took him and made him the most mighty and powerful king that our nation has known. You see? Why? Let's go to Jeremiah 1, verse 5. Because the Most High knows you. He knows you since before you are born. He knows of which cloth you are cut. This is Jeremiah 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So that's what the prophets that are walking around right now in the reincarnation are doing. The Most High, he knows them, he knows their spirit before you were even born, because he sent the spirit in that womb of your mother. You know, so he knows you. He knows that you are going to be a prophet unto the nations. You see? So don't forget that. And let me close it off with this. This is the book of Sirach. Sirach 10, verse 24. Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feared Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? So great men in this world, great judges and potentates, which are also, let me see if I could look it up like that. Nope, it's not letting me. But those are men of great stature, you know. So these men are honored in the sight of the world, but none of these is greater than the man that feared Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the men that walk in fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see, because those men that walk in fear, they are gonna get the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and do even greater things. You know, let me see. This is Sirach 25, verse 10. Oh, how great is he that findeth wisdom, yet there is none above him that feareth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see, so this is the second encounter that the one that fears Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, those are the great men. Those are going to be protected and shielded by the Most High. So I hope this video is edifying. You got to know your worth. You got to know who you're working for. You're working for the king and the power and the God of the universe. You see? So always walk in fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? So with that, I hope this video is edifying. And I want to say, Kal halal yom la Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Reka Kodash. Shalom Akim.